It is early. So my alarm went off at 4:30 today. Did not mean to do that. Did not mean to do that. What is up, everybody? Thank you very much for tuning into this video. If you could, please leave a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. It helped me out a lot. So I just wanted to make a video today telling you about different ways to make money online. In this current market right now, it's more important than ever to figure out how to do this. So while I will not only be telling you how to, I will also tell you a certain area that you should probably avoid. I'd also like to ask, is anyone doing a side hustle right now? Is anyone aspiring to have one? Please leave it in the comment section down below if you do, because I think it'd be really good for all of us to talk to each other about what kind of ideas we have for what we want to do with our lives. The online job market is going to expand in the next couple of years. It already was growing before this, and it's only going to be accelerated with the whole staying at home thing. So I hope you guys will make actionable steps towards achieving your goals because of this video. I really want you to get out in front of that sort of wave of movement of everyone going to the online job platform. So make sure that you take steps towards achieving that online side hustle right away so that you don't, fall behind and then the barriers to entry are a little higher than they would have been beforehand. Before I get into the 6 that you need to go after, I just want to let you know about one that really is not something you should try. In the past 2 years, there's been a trend of people trying to sell dropshipping courses, whether it be on Amazon or Shopify. And to be blunt, it's not really a thing you should do. It's a bad idea. There's so much upfront investment that you'd need to actually be successful. You need to do insane amount of, consumer research and stuff that you probably shouldn't do off the bat. If you have the money to spend on ads and all that kind of stuff, and you really are going to be passionate about it, I guess do it. But I just stray away from it if you're going to do that for your first online business endeavor. So yeah, I'd avoid it. So for the first online side hustle, I'm going to talk about video editing and graphic design. That's something that I've actually done before. And the reason I'm talking about this first is because I'm sure a lot of you guys are thinking, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get into all this. I don't really know if it's possible for me. So I thought I'd bring something in from my own life and show you an example of it actually happening and working. When I was younger and I was in my mid to late teens, I actually did a fair amount of video editing on my own, made some YouTube videos, that sort of thing, and it really helped me hone in on a skill, right? And I realized early on in college, maybe I could do something with this. Do people want to pay me to edit their YouTube videos? I thought I was pretty okay at it, and I knew it was time consuming, so I looked into it. And like I said, I found out when I was early in college that you can actually get clients with this amazing tactic that honestly I didn't think was gonna work, but then it did. Plenty of people are constantly reaching out, YouTubers are reaching out to try to get you to be their video editors. They do it on Twitter. It's weird. I really don't know how that's the way I found clients, but it's how I did. I would literally search looking for video editor in the Twitter search bar, go to recent tweets, and then scroll through and DM whoever was asking for one. My first gig that I landed was within 2 days, and I got them to pay me $30 a video. $30. And I'm telling you right now, the person I did it for and the video editing I did not take an incredible amount of time. I was making more than minimum wage for sure. Let's say it took me an hour and a half to edit the video, or less. I'm making $20 an hour minimum. That's pretty good for, a skill that doesn't really take that much to learn. Usually people are just looking to save time. They don't want to have to deal with the editing process, so they just give it to someone who has the skill and ability to do it. So, I sent them some videos, some examples from a portfolio, and then they're like, okay, cool. How much do you want? And I was like, 30? Is 30 good? And the person said yes. So that was the marker I used for the rest of my video editing days as a minimum. And on top of that, the reason I put graphic design in this whole thing is you can upsell them by just saying, hey, do you also want a thumbnail with all your videos? Because then I'll do it for you, but it'll cost another $5-10. And that $30 turned into $40. And consistently, I was making anywhere from $30 to $50 a video, like I said, for a skill that, I messed around with Photoshop and thumbnails beforehand, and I made some decent ones, and it's really not that hard. It doesn't take a crazy amount of time. You can figure it out with some online tutorials and whatever softwares you want. And honestly, it's a really great side hustle opportunity. So I just wanted to give that personal example to then talk about because it worked. I know there's a lot of skepticism going into this, like, will an online side hustle work? Is he just talking? Like, no, it genuinely worked for me. So the second online side hustle that I want to talk about today is being a social media manager. There's a big trend in the use of social media. Obviously, as you know, you're watching this video, it's a form of social media. Social media just keeps growing and growing, and I hope that you understand that you can make money off of that. People need extra time in their lives, and if they want to grow their brand, sometimes they just give the social media management to someone else. You'll have to learn a little about how to optimize engagement with, the captions, the hashtags, and all that sort of thing. But it's nothing you can't figure out with a couple Google searches and YouTube tutorials. So it's something that is a good online side hustle because a lot of people like social media, a lot of people like posting on social media, and it's just another outlet for you to interact with platforms, and you could also make money while doing it. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is virtual assistants. The name is pretty self-explanatory. You kind of do remedial tasks. Businesses or influencers or people who just need to free up time will send you different tasks that they want you to do, and you'll complete them for them. If you want to help businesses take a load off in your spare time, you can really just do this for a couple hours a week and make some nice money off of it. This is a pretty decent paying side hustle. You'll find that you're at least making minimum wage. You're able to do it from home. And over time, you'll probably get raises a little quicker than you would if you were working in an actual work environment. This is a really great side hustle that can turn into a full-time thing. I've seen a lot of mothers who don't quite have that time to go to that brick and mortar job. They have a lot of different clients and they're able to work on their own time. They work from home. They can go anywhere they want and they get the job done. And they're gonna have some clients, where they're paying them $20, $30 an hour. And that's more than they'd be making in a normal job sometimes. And they're doing it from home. So it's honestly a great online side hustle. I recommend it for a lot of people. And it's something that can really grow for yourself in the online job market. So number 4 is copywriting. Copywriting is essentially writing those really important pieces of content that are eye-catching, that get people to buy, and a lot of businesses need copywriters for various things. When I say I wrote my own copy, that means the stuff on my web pages, the stuff on my different sales pages and stuff like that is all written by me. So I wrote my own copy. If somebody else were to write my own copy, I'd pay them per word to do that. And this is actually a pretty lucrative side hustle. You can really make the side hustle your own, which is also great because you can niche down what kind of thing you're doing. If you want to only write great emails, you can write great emails and you'll be known as the email copywriting guy. If you want to write Amazon product descriptions, that's great too. That's another really great thing. I know people who have made hundreds of dollars off of those, and it's the amount of words that you will be able to write and what you'll make out of it. It's also a side hustle where if somebody pays you above what your normal rate is, you're going to make a lot of money, especially if it's a longer piece of content because, you'll charge a certain amount of money per word, right? And that means that the longer the post is and the higher that number of per word cost is, you're going to make exponentially more money. So that's a really great side hustle. If you see yourself as a writer who really enjoys that, who can write really good marketing material, I would very much recommend you trying this as an online side hustle right now. So next, digital marketing. It's my favorite thing on the internet besides doing this. I really like digital marketing. You're talking Google ads, SEO, Facebook ads, all forms of social media ads. It's just one of my favorite things to talk about, and it's a really great side hustle opportunity right now. So what you do need is some upfront time investment. You need to learn whether it be Google ads or SEO. That does take a decent amount of time. I will say this is probably the most skilled side hustle that I've brought up in regards to information needing to be known. I spent a lot of time on courses learning SEO, learning Google AdWords, and I got my certifications in Google Ads. The great thing is for that and Google Analytics, Google has its own, learning modules that you can get for free and you can learn and get certified. So that'll give you, a leg up against the competition when you're trying to find clients. Once this side hustle becomes successful, I just want to say right now that you can do it as a full-time thing. When you're a successful digital marketer online, you're getting reoccurring income from clients every single month. You know, they're paying you $1,000, $2,000 a month to manage their Facebook ads, their Google ads, and to be blunt, managing that does not take much time once the ads are up and running. You know, the initial starting their ad campaign will take 5-10 hours. And then after that, it's 2-3 hours a week to manage the campaigns. It's really crazy how much money you can make once you have 7 to 8 clients. You can basically have a full-time income. And I would honestly really recommend this to anybody who's interested in online marketing. It's absolutely amazing what you can do with it. It's going to take a lot of work, but this is one of the better side hustles that you can go after right now. And lastly, become a social media influencer. It's kind of something I'm trying to do right now, as you can see, and it's something where you can make a lot of money off of it. There's a lot of different streams of revenue that can come in. You know, you have a brand nowadays, and that's one of the most important things that you can have. And I think it's just something that everyone should try to do right now if it's in their sort of mindset and what they can do with their personality. What I think is great about it is that it's something that can be a side project. You know, it can be, a passion project that then can turn into a revenue stream, which then can possibly turn into a full-time income. The hardest part about it is that it will take a lot of time and upfront, time invested before you make any money. So that's something that you have to understand going into it. However, the great part is once you get the ball rolling and you're actually monetized, you're going to be able to make a lot of passive money. Old videos, old blog posts, old sales funnels will bring you in money from things that you did a while ago. I'll say that this is something of a dream job for a lot of people, and it's still fun regardless. Whether this works out or not, you're still gonna have a great time and probably build some great skills doing it. So that was the top 6 side hustles that you can get into right now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've been working on this for a couple days now, trying to think of ideas and ways to tell you guys how you can make money. I hope that you guys like the B-roll I put in. I haven't quite done that yet, so I thought it'd be a good little, touch. I'm trying to improve my video quality. I'm still new to this whole thing, so thanks for being with me in the early stages of it all. I hope that you all learned something and that you'll take something from this video and start building a better life for yourself today. With that being said, thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any other ideas for some great side hustles right now, leave them in the comment section down below. Also, subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.